Yeah, the story I gotta tell you guys is kind of like hard for me to get this off my chest, so I just want you guys to listen. So basically, what happened was like me getting into it is gonna take a lot of effort, so y'all just listen. So like the first thing that happened that day was like I was getting into it. So like when I get into the story, I just want you guys to hear out what I'm saying and be sincere about it, right? So basically, me getting into it is I'm just gonna tell you guys like how it all started. So y'all just listen to like what I'm about to say. So like basically, what really happened was like when I enter this story, I want you guys to understand like a lot is gonna be told. So just like keep your mind open and actually dissect what I'm about to say. So like what's gonna happen or what's been happening was basically like there's a lot of stuff that's coming out of my chest. So I just want you guys to hear it and understand. So me saying this is gonna take a lot of effort. So just like actually be humble enough to hear what I gotta say. So basically there was this guy. But before like I tell you guys about this guy, just listen like with open ears and actually, understand it.
Be respectful.
So yeah, be respectful before anything.
Yeah.
So like me getting to the point, I want you guys to actually understand what I'm about to say. So basically what happened was I'm trying to tell you guys what's gonna happen, so just listen to what's gonna happen so you guys know the whole thing that's gonna occur.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
So let me tell you guys about the story. All right.
Basically,
Basically me getting into it, I'm gonna tell you guys the story. Just like hear it. All right.
pay attention. Pay
so
attention.
yeah, so just pay attention with all your eyes. All right.
Yeah.
Well, all your ears, eyes. Just make sure you guys listen. Right.
Yeah.
So let me tell you guys. So there was this one day when I was walking, right? But before I get to that part when I was walking, I want you guys to understand the whole part of me walking.
Yeah.
Right? So
Yeah.
listen to like the first part of it, right?
Agreed,
So just
agreed.
make sure you guys understand in its full entirety. Yeah, so make sure you guys understand in its full entirety. So let me tell you guys. So this shit really hurt me to say this because a lot of people go through a lot of stuff.
Yeah.
So let me just tell you guys what I was going through.
Agreed.
Right. So
Yes.
me going through that actually brought something new to me. It made me think of a new perspective. And honestly, me thinking that is gonna allow me to tell you guys what happened during this story. So I just want you guys to like, understand what I'm about to say. All right. So there was this night when I was walking, but when I was walking, I met this guy. And when I met the guy, I noticed that before I tell you guys the story, I want you guys to know what I'm really about to get at. Because if y'all don't understand what I'm about to get at, you guys not gonna understand it in its full entirety. So just make sure like you sit back, listen, so you guys can actually understand the story. So I don't sit up here and tell you guys the story for no reason. So just listen. All right. So what's hurting me the most about the whole story is like getting to the point, right? So I'm gonna tell you guys about when I first knew something was going on, right? But make sure you guys listen. There was this guy, right? There was this tall guy. He had dreads. He had like yellow eyes, like yellow teeth. He was super tall.
Yeah.
He was wearing jeans. He had like a t-shirt.
Kind of short.
No, he was tall. He was tall.
Oh.
He had a watch on. And he was like dark skinned. I think he was like Indian or maybe African American, but he had like dark skin. And like seeing him like basically how he looked was like basically different. You know what I'm saying? But let me tell you guys the story before you guys actually get to what I'm about to say. So let me tell you guys the story. So me getting to the point is basically me telling you guys about the story that just happened. So I'm glad that you guys understood what I had to tell you guys. So thank you guys for sitting here listening and understanding me. I know it was kind of hard for you guys to like understand, but I appreciate you guys for understanding. Thanks a lot, right? But actually, let me tell you about the real story. So this is what happened. So there was this one day, right? It was like a nighttime, I believe. And before I tell you guys the story, I just want you guys to know what's really gonna happen throughout this whole story. So let me get to the point. So me telling you guys this story is actually gonna take a lot of effort from me. So let me tell you guys the story without you guys like being judgmental. Like don't be judgmental. You get me? So let me tell you guys the story. Basically what happened was I was like walking and I noticed that this guy was looking at me while I was walking. But like before I even get to that point, I want you guys to know why I was walking, right? But before I get to that, I want you guys to actually sit back and understand what I got to tell you guys. So let me tell you what I told everybody else before I told you. So listen, when I was walking, I noticed that I was gonna tell a story. But when I was telling you guys a story, it gotta be something that you guys listen to. So make sure you guys listen before I tell you guys the story. All right. So make sure you hear me out. So basically, like the strongest thing for me to deal with is to deal with people who don't like to listen. So me telling you guys the story is actually like, I'm happy that you guys are actually listening. So let me actually just get to the point so you guys understand. So now, it's gonna take a lot for me to tell you guys the story. So I just want you guys to like hear it and like actually appreciate the story. So make sure you guys hear me out. All right, thank you guys so much for hearing the story. I love you guys, man. Stay up.
Appreciate it.
Appreciate it, guys. Like, really, I appreciate you guys. But before I go, let me tell you guys the story. So, basically, what happened with that story was, it's kind of hard for me to tell you guys. So, I'm gonna tell you guys the story right now. It's gonna take a lot for me to tell you guys. So, just sit here and listen. So, really, let me stop like joking around. Let me tell you guys. So, all right. So the other day, right, I was walking home, and I noticed that before I tell you guys the story, I gotta make sure you guys understand what I'm talking about. You get what I'm saying? So make sure you guys understand. Um, Basically, like the story that I was gonna tell you guys, like I'm gonna tell you guys, is like it has a lot to do with what I'm gonna start off with. So let me tell you guys the story. All right. So hear me out. So there was this time where I was